Providence has disposed for me a plan after my own heart. It is expected I will become the mother of many daughters.
Saint Elizabeth Ann Seton was a woman of her time, a convert to Catholicism after enduring much suffering in her life. A pioneer, opening one of the first free Catholic schools in America for girls. A foundress, establishing the first order of women religious in the U.S., and the first American-born saint.
St. Elizabeth Ann Seton is someone that I think many, many people can relate to. As a child who faced rejection, as a young woman who fell in love and married, as a wife, as a mother, and then as a foundress of a religious community, throughout all the stages of her life, her fidelity to God and to those that she served is a remarkable example of faith and courage.
Saint Elizabeth Ann Seton died 201 years ago, but devotees like Sister Chris Maggie believe she serves as an inspiration to so many people. And now her legacy has been brought to life with a new museum at the National Shrine of Saint Elizabeth Ann Seton in Emmitsburg, Maryland.
These are the holy grounds where she came in 1809 with her children and first sisters. She established the first women's religious community in the United States, the Sisters of Charity of St. Joseph's. Sisters then went out from these grounds all over the country and established orphanages, schools, and hospitals.
Rob Judge is the executive director of the shrine. He explains that the goal of the years-long project to renovate the museum is to enhance the experience for pilgrims who want to learn more about St. Elizabeth Ann Seton.
For those who don't know Elizabeth Ann Seton, they'll have a great introduction to who she was and is, so that as a saint, she can be their friend, she can be an intercessor. For those who know something about Elizabeth Ann Seton, hopefully they come and discover another aspect of her rich history and her faith.
The new visitor center and museum cost $4 million and is the first significant renovation of the museum in 40 years. Program Director Tony DiUlio helped design the galleries that tell St. Elizabeth Ann's story from childhood to sainthood. He said it all started with an interpretive plan.
What does this mean? Why is this thing important in this place to these people? That interpretive plan guided us in terms of what story we want to tell, and in terms of how we want to tell it, identifying our audiences, and then lining those things up.
The exhibits feature artifacts, digital interactive exhibits, hands-on activities, and DiUlio's favorite, St. Elizabeth Ann's personal writings.
One of the things I treasure most here is what we call Mother Seton's commonplace books, or her copybooks. We have 3 of her copybooks, and they're going to be displayed on rotation here. Visitors can come and look through her most intimate writings.
The museum chronicles her life into 3 core galleries: Seeker, Servant, and Saint.
Here we have the most iconic object in the museum, which is Mother Seton's shawl and bonnet.
As archivist and historian for the Sisters of Charity of Cincinnati, Sister Judith Metz had a part in the fruition of the new museum. She hopes that St. Elizabeth Ann Seton's story can help others grow in their faith.
One of the main things for me about Elizabeth Seton's life is her evolution of her faith and her deepening spirituality and connection to God through her, her evolving life. For visitors, I hope that they can find a real connection to her and be helped, in a sense, by her own spirituality to grow in their spirituality.
And that's exactly the connection Jackie Abetamarco felt with the saint. Like St. Elizabeth Ann Seton, Abetamarco is a convert to Catholicism. During her battle with cancer, she looked to the saint's unwavering faith as a testament of God's love. On the opening day of the museum, she and her husband visited the shrine for the first time.
I felt a closeness to her, the way that her, with Catholic traditions, made her feel closer to God. I'm the same way.
You get a sense of her journey through pain and suffering, and how that relationship with God got her through that to do what she did.
People should stop and see the shrine and come visit the shrine if they can, and pray and thank God every day for the blessings that he gives to all of us.
St. Elizabeth Ann Seton also serves as someone the younger generation aspires to be. Meet Judy Delp and Felicity Crook.
I'm Ruby Delp, and I portray the student of Mother Seton, Anime Mater. She went to this school here at the Seton Shrine.
And my name is Felicity Crook, and I don't have my character yet.
Felicity is new on the team and is learning from Ruby how to become a junior history interpreter. On the grounds of the shrine, 2 historic homes remain open: the stone house where St. Elizabeth Ann Seton lived and the White House where she taught. These young interpreters portray the life of the early students in the academy and interact with the public during tours.
I think it's cool to be like standing in the place where she would have stood.
I love walking in her footsteps and sharing her life and legacy with others as I'm here each day.
Roselle Reyes, EWTN News in Depth.
In addition to the permanent exhibits, the museum also debuted 2 special exhibits about early American needlework and the iconic clothing of the Daughters of Charity. For more information on the new St. Elizabeth Ann Seton Museum, go to this website, www.setonshrine.org.